Good day, everyone. Lately, there's been a flood of posts on social media about earthquakes. Many of them exaggerated or fear-based, made just to get views, reactions, and shares. Sadly, most of these posts are not backed by science and only spread panic. That's why I'm making this video to debunk earthquake misinformation and share what's truly supported by science and PVOX data so we can stay informed and prepared, not scared. The Philippines is overdue for a major earthquake like the big one. This claim oversimplifies how earthquakes work. While it's true that the Philippines is earthquake prone, the idea that the country is overdue is not scientifically valid. Earthquakes do not follow a fixed schedule. Faults do not have timers. Earthquakes happen when stress along a fault builds up and exceeds the rock's strength, not because a certain number of years have passed. Saying a place is overdue implies predictability, which science does not support. PVOX, USGS, and all global scientific agencies agree earthquake prediction is impossible. Scientists can only assess probability, not say it's overdue or it will happen soon. The Philippines is earthquake prone because of its many active faults, including the West Valley Fault. While a large earthquake is possible in the future, no one can say when it will happen. The best response is preparedness, not panic. Manila Trench, one of the most dangerous earthquake zones in Asia. The Manila Trench is indeed a major subduction zone, capable of producing large earthquakes and tsunamis, but it is not uniquely the most dangerous in Asia. Asia has several larger and more active subduction zones. A subduction zone is a place deep under the ocean where one tectonic plate slides beneath another. As the heavier plate sinks into the earth, it creates deep trenches and can cause strong earthquakes and volcanoes. It's like two giant puzzle pieces of the Earth's crust pushing against each other. One gets forced down, and the pressure that builds up is what causes big quakes. Active subduction zone in Asia, such as Japan. Japan Trench 9.1 Tohoku earthquake. Sumatra Trench 9.1 Indian Ocean earthquake in 2004. Mariana Trench and Java Trench. The Manila Trench has no known historical record of massive rupture exceeding magnitude in 8.5. Most recorded earthquakes from it are moderate to strong but not catastrophic. This doesn't mean it is safe, but it also means calling it the most dangerous is scientifically unsupported. We are now entering the earthquake season. Earthquakes are not seasonal. This makes the claim scientifically false. They are caused by movements of tectonic plates deep underground, not by weather, climate, or time of year. When several quakes occur close together in time, like Cebu, Davao, and Luzon quakes, people mistakenly assume a pattern. This is called confirmation bias. Our brains notice tiny coincidences and link them even when scientifically unrelated. There is no such thing as an earthquake season. Earthquakes can happen anytime, anywhere along active faults. What's important is to always be prepared, not to expect them at a certain time of year. Triangle of life will save you and not the dot, cover, and hold. The triangle of life is not recommended by PVOS, USGS, United States Geological Survey, Red Cross, or any international disaster agency. It is misleading, and in most cases, it can put people at greater risk of injury or death. Most earthquakes injuries happen due to falling objects, broken glass, or losing balance, not total building collapse. Moving around during shaking to find a triangle increases the chance of being hit or thrown by debris. Global emergency consensus. Every credible disaster response agency, including PVOMS, NDRRMC, and Red Cross, rejects the triangle of life and endorses duck, cover, and hold as the standard life saving procedure. Earthquake in Davao, Cebu, and Luzon trigger each other as chain reaction. Earthquakes in different regions of the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao are not connected and do not cause one another. Each earthquake occurs on different independent fault systems, not as a chain reaction, making the claim scientifically incorrect. The reason the Davao earthquake was felt in Cebu is because seismic waves travel through the Earth's crust, much like ripples spreading through water when you drop a stone on it. These waves can travel hundreds of kilometers from the epicenter, especially if the earthquake is strong and the ground conditions allow the vibrations to move efficiently. However, feeling the shaking in one region does not mean an earthquake started there. What Cebu experienced was simply the passing energy from the Davao quake, not a new rupture or a triggered quake in its own fault system. In other words, it's a ripple effect, not a chain reaction. The shaking is transmitted energy while the cause, the fault rupture, remains in Davao. For a new earthquake to happen in Cebu, its own local fault must reach enough stress to slip and release energy independently. Now let's take a look at the major earthquakes that struck different parts of the Philippines in 2025. In Davao Oriental, a powerful magnitude 7.4 earthquake struck on October 10, caused by movement along the Philippine Trench, a subduction zone where one tectonic plate dives beneath another. Just a week earlier, on September 30, a magnitude 6.9 earthquake hit Bugo, Cebu, linked to the Central Philippine Fault, which moves in a side-by-side or strike-slip motion. Around the same period, Luzon, particularly in Ilocos and Zambales, recorded several moderate quakes ranging from magnitude 5.8 to 6.2, associated with the Manila Trench and Philippine Fault System. Now, although these earthquakes happen close in time, these events are independent of each other, each shaped by their own tectonic context, proving that earthquakes in the Philippines don't occur in a chain reaction. Some viral posts online claim that the Apolaki caldera is a sleeping volcano that could awaken someday, or that anything can happen. It might erupt again. Handa ka ba kung sakaling magising ito muli? Now, let's start with the facts in 2019. Filipina marine geophysicist Jenny Ann Barreto and her team discovered and mapped the Apolaki caldera using high-resolution seafloor data. It's located in the Philippine Rise, about 250 kilometers east of Luzon, and lies under 3 to 5 kilometers of seawater. With a diameter of about 150 kilometers, it's one of the largest calderas ever identified on Earth. Now, here's the truth. Apolaki is not a sleeping or dormant volcano. It's geologically extinct. There's no magma chamber, no heat activity, no gas emissions, and no earthquake movement detected in the area. Scientific institutions like PIVOX and NOAA have no evidence suggesting it could reactivate. The Benham Rise is actually part of an ancient volcanic plateau, not an active subduction zone. In other words, Apulaki is like the scar of a volcano that died millions of years ago, not one waiting to erupt again. So when you see posts claiming it might wake up, remember that's fear-based speculation, not science. Apolake caldera is real, but it's not a threat to the Philippines today.